All right, everybody, we are back. Another deals video here for you, and we are working on the 2026 Frontier, 2025 Frontier, both of them. What kind of deals can you expect to have out there when you start shopping for these today? Forgetting this kind of stuff that we're going to see on our websites are relevant. We don't care about that kind of thing. We're going to dive in and look at the real numbers, what we're finding on Auto Trader. We use Auto Trader because it is apples to apples, and I've been using this system for 15 years, and it works flawlessly. So we look at here, we're going to see what kind of deals we can find on these things. We are searching nationwide. Do not buy just local. Check local, but if local will not deal, then go somewhere else that will. Keep shopping around. Even if it's across country, they will put you on you can get on a plane for 150 bucks. Most of the time you can even get the dealer to pay for it, and they'll pick you up from the airport and drive you right to your truck, sign the papers, and you get a fun car ride home, enjoying some sightseeing in your new truck. Or you can have it shipped. And all these dealers that are good that'll do this stuff, they will handle all the taxes for you in your home state and everything. It's part of the car deal. It's all easy peasy. There is no difference buying a vehicle. Like I just bought my Ram in Louisiana. It was the same thing as if I bought it in Georgia. It makes no difference. So don't be afraid to stretch your horizons, which we do here. We pick nationwide. 2025s. I'm curious, how many are there for the Frontier? Any trim. The only thing I did was select crew cab all-wheel drive. So that's what most people want. So crew cab, all-wheel drive, all models. What do we got? We got 3,000 leftover 2025s available in all trims. If we change this to 2026, let's see what that number does, because we will be checking both. 2026s, we got 5,500 of them. So pretty good numbers of both. We'll take that. Let's dive into some individual trims. Starting with the Pro 4X, most common trim out there. Yes, I'll do a long bet at the end. But we are nationwide, 2025 Pro 4X trims. What are we coming in at? We put this on lowest, and we search this. Now, some people in the comments will say, this is stupid. Nobody ever gives you those deals. Let those guys be the ones that pay full price. Let them complain about how this stuff doesn't work and it's all BS, and then let them go get whatever they can pay and pay MSRP or whatever. Let them do that. If you don't know how to deal and negotiate, then jump into my truck buying playlist, my truck buying info playlist. It'll help you tremendously, and understand that these deals are legit. When you learn to negotiate and work dealers, not just myself, read the comments on any videos that I have, and you see comments from people in the deals they get. It's not that hard. It just takes some skill and some development to do, but it's doable. So we dive into here. Lowest prices. We are going to skip these ones that are sponsored ads. We are starting basically here. We're going to take the average of the first two pages. For a Pro 4X, four-wheel drive Pro 4X, what are we coming in at? We got some 35s right off the bat, but here we jump up 1,000 immediately. Here's 36s. Now we got a lot of 36s. So we're starting here. Okay, we're going to bypass these two that you'll probably never find. But we got a lot in the 36, 36, 36, 36, 36, 37s. 37.5. We'll go to second page. We'll take the average of the first couple pages. Again, skipping these colored ones. They are sponsored ads. 37s. We're going to get to 38s right here. 38s, lots of there. So we're going to call it 37.5. 37.5 for a Pro 4X. That is outstanding. This is a heck of a lot of truck for that money. And 37.5 is fantastic. So if we kind of pick one, it's about 37.5 even here. We come into there somewhere right in here. What are we looking at on these things? Let's see here. So what are we, $9,000 off? What's this coming in at? $8,800 off. It says it right here. You can see it, $8,800. So $9,000 off on these things and a $37,500 price tag. That is very, very impressive. We are super excited to see that. And you can probably find $1,000 or $2,000 either different way if you wanted to try to wiggle through some of this stuff and see and look at some of the numbers on here. Like this one right here might be a little bigger of a pop on here. $8,000 off, so $8,200 off. So you can see in here, but you're basically $37.5 and about $8,000 off MSRP on a 2025 Frontier. I'm noting this on my stuff here too. Sorry here, 85. Excellent deals. Now, what about the 2026s in a Pro 4X? Are we seeing any yet? Let's dive in. We got to switch to Max here first, then we can switch this one. 2,620 of these on here. Are they dealing any better? Let's see. Get past these ads. We are looking at, skip that one, 37, 37.6, 37s, 38s, 40s already. See, we're already at the 40s. 40s already, and we're still on the first page. So we're going to be 40s, 40, 41. So I'm going to say you're 40,000 versus 37.5. So the 2025 is the better deal for Nissan Frontier. 2025 is still the better deal. Are these good? Yeah, you're getting $7,000 off on here still, $6,800 off. But again, we're getting an average, probably realistic price of about $40,000 versus $37,500. That's $2,500 difference. 2025 wins in the Pro 4X. That's my opinion. Because there's not enough difference to justify it. I would take and jump on a 2025 if there, because look at, I mean, there was still a good number of them available. We got to go to this one first, 2025 here. There's still a decent amount of these available. Okay, so I would jump on these 2025s. You notice how if you watch all my deal videos, the inventory number matters. It makes all the sense in the world to the deals you get. 2025 be the Pro 4X choice I would be going after this winter time. What about an SV? SV Crew Cab. I selected Crew Cab 4-wheel drive. Nationwide, same setup. Let's dive in. And skipping those ones we are starting here. Skip that one because it's too low. It's 33s. We're 33, 34. We're going to start it right here at 34. 34, 34, 34, 34. 34, whole first page is 34s and up to 34.5, 35, 34.5, 30. Basically, I would say 34,500. 34.5 is where you're coming in at if you want an SV, which is pretty dang impressive. Basically, in a nutshell, it's kind of getting you right in that ballpark of, what are you looking at here? Savings-wise, about $7,200 off. Might do a little better either way, call it 75. But 34.5 for a 4-wheel drive Crew Cab SV for 2025. Love it. And we also have enough of them available. As we see up here, it's only 660, but it's going to slim down. You know, you're going to get less numbers out there. What if we look at the 2026 of this? And 2026... Here we got 2,600 of these SVs. Here now, let's see what these numbers do here. Let's get past that. Oh, look. 34, 34, 34, 5, 35, 36, 36, 36, 36, 5. 36, 5. So we're just getting into 37s barely at the bottom of the second page. So I would call it about 36,000. I would say 36 to 36.5 for these, which is not that horrible either. But I thought the better deal was in I think you were still saving $2,000 if I remember right on the 2025. So 2025 might definitely be the way to go. Some good numbers in here though, discount wise. Here's $9,000 off. But again, do the math. 35,600 versus that one. Now again, this is also a 2026, so you got to weigh that option. On the SV, you kind of got the option to go either way and do really, really good. And again, a 26 being a year newer. Whereas on the Pro 4X, it was definitely a smarter buy to get to 2025. See how it's so important that we learn this stuff and see what we're coming up with here. So, let's take a look here. Here is a long bed. Okay, so we went long. See how I got long on here? So we are a Pro 4X long bed. And we are looking at 2025s, only 300 long beds in the nationwide country. Let's see what we're hitting on this thing. Starting off, we are at 38, 38.89. We're coming 38.7. We're basically coming right in at 39,000. Hit the second page. You're 39. So you're going to basically, I would figure you're going to be right at about $39,000 is where you're going to be at on this thing. And again, a pretty dang good discount at about $7,000 off for a long bed. Now let's see if they got any 2026s, but you're about 39.5 on a 25 long bed Pro 4X. Let us see on this one. Go 26. Click over here to 26. We got only 431, so there's still a few, but they're not making a ton of these. How are our numbers looking here? Okay, we're already in the 40s. 40, 41, 41, 42, 40. Forget it. Forget about it. If you want a Pro 4X long bed, buy a 2025. Forget even looking at the 2026s, but if you want a Pro 4X long bed, buy it right now. Okay, buy it right now because don't wait until Christmas thinking you're going to get a better deal because there is literally only 295, figure that, plus the ones that don't advertise on Auto Trader, figure there may be 400 in the entire nation, and they may not hold out that long. And right now the prices are pretty rock solid that you can get off of these things. These are rock solid discounts on here. So my advice, I would be jumping on these and try and get this long bed version of this right now. Save that $8,000 and get on it before they're gone, because look at, you're talking a huge difference. You're talking a $1,500 $1,500 to $2,500 difference over the 2026. I would be jumping on the 2025s. My take anyway. Let me know what you're thinking. Thanks for watching.